Today I want to talk about a complicated topic. We're going to talk about one of the realities that hurts and affects us the most when the situation occurs in our love experiences. The topic is above all to accept that someone no longer loves us or perhaps never loved us. To begin this topic, I think that the first thing that we have to understand is that all damage needs a period of repair. It doesn't matter what kind of damage it is. If we have a physical damage, as for example, a muscular injury, or the most important, the sentimental damage, we have to understand that whenever a damage happens, we need reparation. And what does a repair involve? The repair forces us to have to go through a healing process. The problem that usually occurs is that when the origin is a sentimental damage, the process is usually much longer. It's more complex, and we don't have as much patience as this process usually requires. In this process, we want quick solutions, and if they are not given, intrusive thoughts enter our mind. Intrusive thoughts such as, I will never be well again, she was the man or woman of my life, or I can handle all this. That's why today I want to talk to you about the process you will have to go through, and where the breaking point arrives, so you don't find yourself lost. These situations are never easy, since it doesn't matter that there are many actions on his part that show you that he doesn't love you. Logic doesn't let us see it. Or even situations in which this person tells you that he doesn't love you. Or it can even be one person with whom you've been getting to know for months and suddenly doesn't want to know anything more about you, but you are hoping deep down that he does love you. Whatever the situation may be, the hardest part of this starts with accepting the fact that maybe he doesn't really have feelings for you anymore. Your mind and your heart are in conflict. Your mind being rational and seeing things objectively, and your heart being blinded by the feeling and the false illusion that he maybe, even a little bit, he feels something for you. Therefore, it is normal that at the beginning of acceptance, you experience both types of thoughts, with emotional ups and downs being a constant roller coaster. There will be times when you will be very sad, and you will be more inclined to accept the situation. There will be times when you will be angry at this person for making you feel this way. And there will even be other times when you get your hopes up again, and you would like to try to fix the situation. But these are stages. What really matters is that little by little you are able to accept the situation. Otherwise, if you cannot see it naturally, you will end up with your own self-esteem by doing things that you would never do and exposing yourself. Think about it. If a person you don't know at all, if in a very short period of time become the center of your universe and you live for and for that person, it's not because they have made any merit for you to treat them like that. You have to understand that the person you are meeting, even if you think they are the most wonderful person in the world, he cannot be the most important thing for you, and your happiness cannot depend on him. Don't give him that power and make yourself vulnerable in these situations. We have to understand that, unfortunately, love is often ruled by impulsivity, by mere whims, and that doesn't say at any time that you are not worthy of that person's love. At the initial moment, understand this is difficult, but with time, and if you remain firm in accepting it, you will end up seeing it clearly. The moment you are able to embrace this reality, even if you are going to go through a moment of great sadness, it will be really healing for you. Sooner or later, you will get that click in your brain, and you will start to really heal. You will focus your actions and your goals in a very different way. But let me tell you, always before that moment of peace and clarity, always before that moment of peace and clarity comes, you are going to suffer the moment of greatest uneasiness and darkness, because obviously killing that hope, no matter how small it is very painful. The moment you hit rock bottom, that is when you can push yourself up. You have to take the time you need to reach that conclusion. But above all, do it thinking first of you. Don't keep yourself in an eternal wait for a person who surely doesn't deserve it. Bet on yourself and get to accept in order to heal. Rest assured that as long as you have acted well, as long as you have been the person who has given the most so that everything goes forward in your relationship, life will reward you. It will always bring you something good and someone who really treats you as you deserve.